Good morning.
All right.
das ist nicht satt.
Well, hello folks. Let's backlit a little bit. Let's do it. I'm up here in Washington, D.C. I just left the World War II Memorial, and I'm heading toward the Lincoln Memorial. And it's cold up here. It's almost about the same, a little colder than it is in Atlanta, Georgia. But it was cold when I left this morning. But I think it's a little bit colder up here. So, but I'm heading toward the Lincoln Memorial. This is my second visit up here in Washington, D.C. So I don't normally travel this time of year, but I had to come up here and do some unfinished business and finish my tourism. So that's what I had to do. So I don't normally travel up here in December, especially when it's real cold up here in Washington. So, but this is it's unprecedented for me because I normally travel, you know, in the summer months to do my little museum thing. But I had to come back. I have personal reasons to come back up here, but I'm going to have fun and visit some museums as well. So that's about it. And head on back to Georgia. But I'm up in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. You probably see the National Monument behind me. I'm walking from it, but I'll be going back there for a tour. I had to adjust my timetable because the plan was to go take the tour of the National Monument first, and then do the World War II Memorial, Vietnam Memorial, Lincoln Memorial. But they, when I got there, the next tours were at 1:30. So it's about afternoon now. So I'm gonna do my few more things. But I was gonna do this after I did the National Monument tour. But it's okay. Tickets are selling fast. If y'all gonna come to Washington D.C., if you're gonna do the National Monument, make sure you get the tickets first, or you can do it online. But when you do it in person, it's first come, first served basis. So get here early and make that one of the first things that you want to do. Because I'm speaking from experience. I get here too late and they've already sold out of tickets. So I just do it like that. So, but I'm almost at the Lincoln Memorial. So, and a little backlit there. I was trying to get the reflecting pool. So change the angle a little bit. So do a couple of things here, and then turn around and go back to the National Monument and take it from there.
Ya bien.
creo que se está lleno.
Jenny.
on the other side.
Yeah, the colonists that had the kind of technology.
See how like at the bottom of the
Yeah, backfire.
Say that.
Did you see what I got at
Trying to send a video to the what?
Yeah.
你所以就跟你活塞个一样的。哎，thank you。哎呀。
Thank you.
我还没帮你呢。你講係乜嘢？我所謂啊，帶幾多嚟嘅？而家就
改個字
影到嘅，你記緊啲幾個字啦？看到啦，得我一問你，影到咧。
No, lindo.
Yeah, oh, hold on a second, hold on. I'll call you right back, hold on a second.
lets you know what wall he's on. You can't tell. Yeah?
I think they I guess. I don't know.
Died for our country, honey. They gave their lives.
1959, 1960, 59, 60, 62. I don't know. Shoot.
Then the 13 strikes from 13 colonies, of course, Union Shields. On this side over here, Union Shield again, 13 strikes, but there are 13 stars again for the 13 original colonies. And before you do head up, I'd like to point out too that on this side and that side it's completely different because over here it's more darker, grimier. Over on that shield though, it's a lot prettier, a lot more cleaner because you guys can't walk over there. You can see a clear difference between the two.
Oh wow.
So
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
We're trying to see. Wow.
Yeah, it's a clear difference. But also too, that used to be the other entrance for here at the Washington Monument. That is the west entrance. It's all closed off now, but that used to be another entrance back in the day.
How old is the statue?
Since I think in the 80s, I believe.
Okay.
I can't remember. But it's an exact replica from the one from the Richmond State Capitol.
Okay.
Isn't there a sacred stone, plaque or stone that's embedded inside the monument?
You're talking about the commemorative stones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
inside the monument.
Yeah.
You get to see them on the way down the
Okay.
elevator.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Certainly.
Make sure you scoot out of here. You guys ready?
Ready?
Go right ahead. It's all programmed so it closes by itself. So if any questions, let the ranger above know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
On behalf of the National Park Service, I would like to welcome you to the Washington Monument. This elevator is taking you up 500 feet to the observation level. The monument is actually 555 feet, 5 1/8 inches tall, and at the time of its completion in 1884, that height made it the world's tallest structure. That didn't last too long, however, because just 5 years later, in 1889, the Eiffel Tower was completed, which is nearly twice as tall as this. But since this has to be the world's tallest something, the Washington Monument has been determined to be the world's tallest freestanding stone structure, meaning there is no steel support inside. It's just stone upon stone, held together by gravity, and everyone holding their breath. It's pretty impressive. When you get to the top, take your time looking out of the windows. When you're ready to go back down, walk down one flight of steps to the 490-foot level. If you are not able to take stairs, feel free to take the elevator. On the 490-foot level, you will find a small museum that will give you more information on the construction of the monument, and it is where you will get on the elevator to go back down to the ground. Enjoy your visit.
I've been waiting all day for this.
Vamos a seguir, no, que es no,
Sorry.
It's okay.
Where's my mom and my brothers? Did they go down?
Did you go all the way around?
I did.
I'm sure they didn't leave.
Come back, Titus. Okay, but now you can see the national air.
Was I in the way?
Nah, you good.
Alright.
Nah. Enjoying the view.
Yep.
It's all good.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Putting out a logo on one memorial.
Have you guys seen the cathedral? You can see it in here. It's actually a really cool playground by the What's that?
Well, I was in DC and then we went to Old Town for the weekend.
That's so mean.
That was really nice. The weather was great. Okay, well, we're saying this. You decided.
Oh, really?
through these wires. Iron doors down there.
What?
The rest goes down 37 feet. They can't go any deeper because they get rid of the property. Do you have any questions on the line?
This is elevator. Excuse us. This is an elevator line.
No, this is exhibition. Exit is that, which, I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
How are you? How are your weekend? Good. Weekend was fun. How goes that housing search? Man, what's wrong with us?
This one, I saw you. This one. That comes from photo of me. What? Yada yada yada.
Hey.
Washington.
Hey.
This is a place.
Hey.
This is a place in Rembrandts.
That's fucked up.
I was just trying to hug the wall.
You can't be doing that.
I know. Look at that arch.
We're inside Georgia right now. We're inside of it. We're inside.
Put me on the spot here, right?
Do you have to learn Happy Birthday in German now for you? Are you heading down? Go right ahead.
What do you,
It's your lunch. Get out of here.
yeah.
Have a good day, everyone.
Welcome back to the elevator. Did you know George Washington was 6'4"? If you are of a similar height or taller, please move to the center of the elevator, because on the way down, we'll be doing something special. Twice, the elevator will slow, the lights will dim, the windows will become clear, and you will be able to see some of the over 190 commemorative stones that line the interior of the monument from top to bottom. Each stone has a story. These stones come from everywhere. Every state donated one, as do numerous countries, cities, societies, colleges, Masonic lodges, and military units, all to showcase the strength and breadth of Washington's legacy. Pretty much anyone and everyone who wanted to honor General Washington did so. One person who didn't understand the point of the commemorative stones was Peter Force. A former mayor of Washington, D.C., Force donated a stone that merely said his name, Peter Force. Afterwards, the Monument Commission enacted a requirement. Individuals were not allowed to give stones because no one is bigger than General Washington. Commemorative stones became part of the construction as soon as they arrived. After the cities of Baltimore and New York donated massive stones, a requirement was sent out that the stones had to be a smaller, uniform size in order to fit into the monument. Here you may notice a change in the monument from smooth machine-cut stones to rough hand-carved blocks. Transition a clear example of the passage of time as we travel back through history to the first phase of construction. Stones were required to be made from native materials. You'll see a lot of marble, limestone, and granite, but there are some unique stones as well. Arizona's is made of petrified wood, Hawaii's is coral, Alaska's is jade, and Wisconsin's is cheese. Not really, but isn't it nice to think so? Thank you for visiting the Washington Monument.
Around the corner, you're going to board the elevator from the other side, join the end line.
Enjoyed it, thank you.
Going down. You want to be along the left side of this wall. Get on out. Get on out through that door. Thank you. No problem. All right. Go ahead, join the end of the line.
Enjoyed it, thanks.
No problem. Yeah, go ahead and join the end of the line.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. The National Monument out here in Washington, D.C. We just did the tour, and I hope y'all enjoyed that, because I sure did. It's been a long time, but here we are, the National Monument here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. And there you go. Then let's do something else here. Let's touch it. We've been inside of it, so I'm gonna stop talking and let's just do something.
It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit that despite the conditions we have known, we're still here, still managing through it all to find a way to live life with dignity and a certain amount of nobility.
We had to make our own way. That's the way it was.
You didn't know?
What's remarkable is not how many failed in the face of discrimination, but how many men and women overcame the odds. How many were able to make a way out of nowhere. And for those like me who would come after them.
There is but one destiny left for us, and that is to make ourselves and be made by others a part of the American people in every sense of the word.
Today we find race women reaching out, working, striving, fighting along all lines, making a way out of nowhere, building bridges for their children, asking reporters and making real excuses.
To make his way, the Negro must have firm resolve, persistence, tenacity. He must adhere staunchly to the basic principle that anything less than full equality is not enough.
Oh yeah, it works pretty well.
Who made that?
This is Panasonic, and I have my still Nikon with me, and I take the stills too, but this is Panasonic. I've had this for several years now, and it still works pretty good.
Oh, they don't make it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they make this model anymore. It takes photographs too, so. Yes, sir.
I wish I had one today.
It's a good investment.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
After 4 years of bloodshed, America In 1866, the Army established the first permanent black regiment. The white branch of service, African Americans proved to be essential. Back on the home front, black colleges tailored their classes to aid in the war effort.
This class in mechanical designing trains men and women for jobs in the plant to make our tanks, guns, and machines.
As the war raged on, the pressure to allow blacks into battle ramped up. Eventually, the barriers to combat began to fall. In April 1943, the Tuskegee Airmen soared and hosted the first More than 1 million African Americans helped ensure the Allied victory in World War II.
To look at its own principles at home.
Let's get together and feel the jungle.
Veterans who had risked their lives returned to grateful families and segregated communities. They continued to fight for equality as they defended America's interest overseas. By the Gulf War in 1990, American troops finally reflected American diversity. And a man who would not have been allowed in uniform 2 centuries earlier now led the entire armed forces. From the beginning, African Americans marched under a flag that stood for principles not yet fully realized. They helped steer the country's course from ignorance to inclusion. They defended a nation they embraced with all its flaws. In pursuit of our highest ideals of freedom, equality, and opportunity for all. Once let the black man get upon his person the brass letters U.S. There is no power on earth which can deny that he has earned the right to citizenship in the United States. Frederick Douglass, 1863. From the nation's earliest days to the latest global challenges, their service spans centuries and continents. They symbolized the hope of millions by serving with honor, sometimes rewarded, sometimes reviled. While others fought to achieve a single victory, African Americans have always fought for a double victory, both for their nation at war and for equality at home. When World War II arrived on U.S. shores, many African Americans were living with hostility in the streets, discrimination in the workplace, and segregation in the military.
Well, everything's fine, folks, man. Everybody's fine, but I see come back. Your face is on the ground. When I fly my airplane, don't want no Negro around.
In 1942, the Pittsburgh Courier's Double Victory campaign encouraged African Americans to demand equality in exchange for their service to the nation. But history had shown that promises made in the heat of battle were soon forgotten. In the 1700s, African Americans were among the first to shed blood for the country's freedom. But at war's end, many enslaved men were returned to bondage. During the Civil War, they fought for their own freedom, and then their families were terrorized at home. And in World War I, they laid their lives on the line for freedom abroad, and returned home to race riots in more than 30 cities. Despite the adversity, African Americans carried on, building vibrant neighborhoods full of music and art. And when their country was in need, they pushed for the chance to fight again.
If you ask me, I think democracy is fine. I mean democracy without a color line.
The ugly specter of fascism and racism abroad forced America to look at its own principles at home.
Let's get together and feel the gems.
Veterans who had risked their lives returned to grateful families and segregated communities. They continued to fight for equality as they defended America's interest overseas. By the Gulf War in 1990, American troops finally reflected American diversity. And a man who would not have been allowed in uniform 2 centuries earlier now led the entire armed forces. From the beginning, African Americans marched under a flag that stood for principles not yet fully realized. They helped steer the country's course from ignorance to inclusion. They defended a nation they embraced with all its flaws. In pursuit of our highest ideals of freedom, equality, and opportunity for all. Once let the black man get
Despite the risk, regiments fought in many more battles with their lives on the line.
When I go to school, the best person out here on math is the best person in Pomeric School. And I had to walk all the way up there and go into Pomeric School. When they had a bus that said, I wanted to go to nowhere.
First grade, we just like
we let out all our employees that wasn't in the family. So we decided to picket him. We had an attorney. He gave us all of the laws on how we should conduct the picket. They may throw rotten eggs.
Wilson was able to work at the time.
common brothers, but not united.
Ability to entertain and to be charismatic and to also win has been something that we've been blessed to see and blessed to have.
That is deeply rooted in the whole history story in Black American society. Style is critically important in Black America.
This discussion of overall goods was a catalytic moment that forced Americans to rethink its racial construction.
What do you call yourself? You call yourself African American? I know you are. Your father's half black, quarter Chinese, quarter American Indian, mother's half Thai, quarter Chinese, and quarter white. So you are. That's why you are America's son. Yeah. You are America's son.
I'm on the Ryder Cup team, which we get to go over and play in Europe in September, that I won't be representing the United States, I'll be representing the United Nations. It's a little different.
Right.
But a lot of little funny things.
Here, look at the hang time, look at the flying motion.
And a marketing juggernaut. For decades, companies have partnered with professional athletes to sell everything from grooming products to cigarettes. But Jordan and Nike changed the game with the debut of the Air Jordan
In 1968, he got a check for 2,000 British pounds, and she got one for 750 pounds. A year later, the U.S. Open made history by offering equal prize money to men and women.
But for more than 30 years, the other three major tournaments, the Australian and French Opens, as well as Wimbledon, still
Someone who's not South African, but who takes a great deal of interest in the place and tries to make repeated trips by the sportsmen, including tennis players and other teams in the world, can go a long way for the sport. Normalize the relations between South Africa and the rest of the world. So I look forward to seeing you all next year. Thank you.
At the 1960 Olympics in Rome, Rudolph and her Tiger Belt teammates dazzled the crowd and made history.
As for Wilma Rudolph herself, she was the sensation of the Olympics. She won everything she entered. The 100 meters in the record time of 11 seconds flat. To be the first of 3 gold medals. Her next victory came in the 200 meters.
Assalamu alaikum.
Shortly after the bout, Clay joined the Nation of Islam and was given a new name.
Why do you insist on being called Muhammad Ali now? That's the name given to me by my leading teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's my original name. That's a black man name. Cassius Clay was my slave name. I'm no longer a slave. What does it mean? Muhammad means worthy of all praises, and Ali means most high. Do you intend to fight under that name? Yes, sir. I want to be called by that name. I write autographs to that name. I want to be known all over the world as that name.
In 1967, 3 years after his public conversion, Ali was drafted by the military. He refused.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
Ali's religious beliefs and his frustrations about racism in the United States were central to his denunciation of American
Attention
involvement in the
visitors.
Vietnam War.
Running, horseplay, and playing on or throwing items off balconies is strictly prohibited and will result in an escort out of the building.
You my opponent on equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
Ali was arrested and stripped of his title. He fought the decision all the way to the Supreme Court, which ruled unanimously in his favor on a technicality, because it didn't want the high-profile case to set a precedent for other conscientious objectors. Amidst avid worldwide interest, he would go on to regain his heavyweight title at city he had formerly in Zaire. Just as important, the technical
In his first summer as a Dodger, Robinson endured racial taunts from fans, opposing players, and even teammates. He had faced racism before. During World War II, Robinson was one of few African-American officers in the military. In 1944, a white driver ordered Robinson to sit in the back of an Army bus. Robinson refused. He was court-martialed, acquitted, and later honorably discharged. Just 3 years later, he was the National League Rookie of the Year and one of the most admired men in America. Called to Washington, D.C. to appear before the House Un-American Activities Committee in 1949, he defended the loyalty and patriotism of African Americans at the onset of the Cold War. Robinson increased his popularity among African Americans when he used his appearance before Congress to denounce racism in the United States.
After Jack Johnson's defeat in 1950, no African American would have held a heavyweight title until Joe Louis in 1937. Louis won 31 of 32 bouts en route to his chance in the ring, but he also battled white resistance to giving another African American a chance at the title. Jack Johnson refused to adhere to segregation. He was brash and a threat to the social order. In order to get a shot at the title, Louis remained humble, deferential, and avoided discussing race relations. Louis did not get a shot at the title until he promised then champion James Braddock 10% of all of his future earnings. When Louis beat Braddock for the heavyweight championship on June 22, 1937, he became the first African American champion in 22 years. He then set his sights on rematch with James.
In August 1936, track and field star Jesse Owens arrived in Berlin to compete in the Olympic Games. For Nazi leader Adolf Hitler, Berlin's Olympics was to be a celebration of Aryan supremacy. Owens was one of 18 African Americans to compete in Berlin. Before the Games, he had set several world records as a student at Ohio State.
Now, before that historic day, Hitler had never heard of Jesse Owens. After that day, he would never forget it.
In the 100-meter race, Jesse Owens tied the world record. Ralph Metcalfe, who won second in the 100, would go on to a distinguished career in the U.S. Congress. After his victory, Owens addressed the crowd.
I'm very glad to have won the 100 in the Olympic Games here in Berlin. A very beautiful place and a very beautiful setting. The competition was grand, and we're very glad to come out on top. Thank you very kindly.
The following day, Owens set a new Olympic record in the long jump to win his second gold medal. Despite the oppressive nature of the Nazi regime, German fans cheered him on as he sought Olympic immortality. Owens continued to challenge the notion of Aryan supremacy in the 200-meter race. He dominated the field and set another world record. Owens and his teammates then took gold in the 4x100 relay, making him the first man to win 4 gold medals from
Sports were viewed as an important way to build character. African Americans began playing basketball to encourage physical and mental fitness. For decades, the sport remained segregated, except for a few traveling teams that played black and white squads. By the late 1940s, the Harlem Globetrotters, a fiercely competitive group of exceptional athletes, was one of the most popular teams in the country. Due to segregation, the Globetrotters often played 2 games a day, one for blacks and one for whites. Because they often had to sleep in their vehicles while traveling the country, many of their comedic routines served a practical purpose. They allowed the players to rest. Here, 2 of the Globetrotters provide a dribbling demonstration, while the other team members catch their breath. Comedy also helped diffuse racial tension, especially when they were dominating a white team in front of a white crowd. At times, the routines also made the Globetrotters folk heroes for many African Americans, as they managed to invert the racial order by making fun of white officials. Into the 1940s, the Globetrotters and rivals the New York Reds were able to attract the most talented basketball players in the world, including Marquise Haynes and Goose Tatum. In February 1948, the Globetrotters played one of the most important games in basketball history against the NBA champion Minneapolis Lakers. The Globetrotters' victory over the Lakers helped to convince the NBA to accept African American players. In 1950, several former members of the Harlem Globetrotters integrated the NBA, including Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton, and Earl Lloyd. Over the years, the Globetrotters developed more dazzling players, among them Curly Neal, Connie Hawkins, Wilt Chamberlain, and Meadowlark Lemon. Today, the Globetrotters are worldwide icons. Still on the road after nearly a century, they continue to surprise and delight crowds with their unique mix of humor and athletic prowess.
Despite attacks from teammates and opponents, Rhodes had won 15 varsity letters in 4 sports: football, basketball.
Racial tension ran high as 20,000 people poured into the stands. Guns and alcohol were prohibited. Johnson, still considered one of the greatest defensive fighters in history, was the superior boxer.
But it was a struggle for legitimacy.
I would say Jackie Robinson got called up to the major leagues. That's such a misnomer.
Dominated the 1936 Buffalo Bands with that on the one hand paid reverence and tribute to the undeniable fact of black athletic excellence and superiority. And on the other hand, did not allow that notion of black excellence and superiority to escape the athletic context that was remarkable is not how many players.
Thank you. I guess I was doing this stuff, put the backpack on my front.
Yeah, it could be on your front or you can have it on the side.
My side. Okay.
And just don't walk on or over the line.
Don't walk over. Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
No problem.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
Pardon me. light-skinned, dark-skinned, or somewhere in between. A lot of the times in America, obviously,
It's all right.
Just the idea of taking a record or taking a sample and reimagining it into something else. But it's still based on soul because the people that we usually sample or use parts and fragments of comes from the soul setting. So it's kind of a circle of sorts. We sample a band to give to an artist. The artist performs it live and a band plays it over. So it's like a circle. After the beat is done, the rhymes and the singing is done, you have to make sure the mixing level is right. Is the drums too loud? Is the voice too loud? Is it too soft? Is everything, all the moving parts, are they heard in the right way? You have to make sure it's a polished product that people understand. You can be a part of it, but you have to learn. And at the same time, in doing so, you have to learn about the push people and came before you made it possible. You to do what you do, you to make the money that you make, places that you go. Somebody had to knock those walls down for us to do that, especially people of color, especially African Americans. We really had to come a long way for us to have our own studios, for us to do our own thing, for us to own our own labels, for us to be entrepreneurs in our own right. This thing was not given to us.
I don't remember that. I remember that. I don't remember that. That's interesting. I don't remember that. Four more. You'll have time. What time is it? 3:30.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm Jordan, and we are Step Africa. Step Africa is the first professional dance company dedicated to the art form of stepping. Stepping is a highly energetic, percussive dance form created by African-American college students who created their own Greek letter fraternities and sororities. Stepping is how they express love and pride for their organizations. Welcome. My name is Artis.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
I'm Jordan, and we are Step Africa.
Step Africa is the first professional dance company dedicated to the art form of stepping. Stepping is a highly energetic, percussive dance form created by African-American college students who created their own Greek letter fraternities and sororities. Stepping is how they express love and pride for their
pick it up. Let's pick it up. Come on, let's say. Let's pick it up like this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. Come on, let's say. Let's pick it up like this. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up. Come on, let's say. Let's pick it up like this. Okay. Here we go.
I don't think I have the energy. I gotta walk back toward the subway, so I think I'll save my energy for that. Interesting though. Interesting.
Wow.